everybody, and welcome to week 5 of Resurge Mock Overwatch League. Today, we bring you a fantastic matchup that I'm sure a lot of people have been wishing for. Onyx versus Cyberpunks. I'm Reserve Wolf, and this is my co-caster, Heartless.
Hello, I'm Heartless. I'm going to be your play-by-play caster for today, boys.
Yeah, and honestly, these are two teams that are, getting ranked really high right now, with Onyx having more on their shoulders than Cyberpunks, though, with that pressure from people within the server for them to do good and for them to prove themselves.
Yeah, honestly, I was looking at all the rosters today, and both Bishkek, Onyx, and Seoul Cyberpunks are both undefeated currently. Both of these teams will competing for their first loss, and one will be competing and leaving this here today with still an undefeated record. Honestly, from what I've seen so far, I don't know who's gonna win. We're obviously gonna do our predictions in a bit, but right now, it's anyone's game. I mean, we go into Oasis first map, and honestly, I'm not sure what to expect. We could see anything from a Pharah to an Echo to a Ball even post nerf. So honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah. And taking a look at the stats here, the total team stats for Onyx's damage is 254,404,
Holy shit.
which is a pretty good number so far, knowing that they're undefeated. But you got to take in account they haven't played as good of teams.
That may be true. I mean, of course, even if they are facing lower bracket teams, they still have a chance to show today what they're really made of against a very strong powerhouse team. And honestly, if they can keep that damage up, especially against a team by the name of Bishkek Onyx, they'll definitely be seeded very high and probably be a favorite in when we get to playoffs.
Yeah.
So in the terms of Bishkek Onyx, I mean, this is a team that's newer, right? I mean not newer. Sorry, Seoul Cyberpunks. I'm all over the place right now. Seoul Cyberpunks. I mean, it's a team that's newer. They usually face the lower tier teams, and I mean they are undefeated. But yes, you do have to keep in mind of the teams that they've been facing. So yeah, today is that day to show this entire league what they're made of. And honestly, since they're so new and not as big of a deal, or haven't been around as long as Onyx has, it'd be interesting to see how they face up against some of the veterans of this league.
Yeah, and something interesting. I don't know whether Nightwing's playing or not, but I didn't expect Nightwings not to have any stats on the analytics sheet. I don't know if that was an error or if he's played at all, but that's kind of shocking to me because I know Nightwing is a pretty good player for Soul Cyberpunks. He's one of those players that are kind of popular in the league, but are not really talked about, such as Cyberpunks, where they're talked about, but it almost seems like no one, like no one has seen them play.
Yeah, honestly, like that kind of stuff is something you got to watch out for. Yeah, there's no real stats on him, but I feel like, in my opinion, as the owner of Mermaids in this league, being a team that people don't know nothing about, or being a player that people know nothing about, is scary. Because you go into a game like this one, and you go, all right, we're scouting out what are these teams that we're playing, and what are these players going to play? What are they comfortable on? What are their best heroes? What do you got to watch out for? And when you don't have that kind of information on a player or two, that's going to be really rough for you because you have no idea what to expect. They could be the most amazing player in this game. They could be an absolute carry, or they could be really bad but provide a lot of utility for the team, maybe a Lucio speed boost, whatever it may be. But it'll be very interesting to see some of the players that haven't played yet, or if it is an error, we'll see them play again. But people haven't seen you play yet, this is your time to shine, man. You're going against a very top tier team, and you got to give it your all. This is a very important match, and it'll really show how strong your team is.
Yeah, and a little update. I don't know if Seoul Cyberpunks are in their own Discord or not, but they still have not shown up to their team Discord. Uh, we only pray to hope
Uh-oh.
Cyberpunks show up.
Yes.
But yeah. Like a player could be a big like SR anchor, an SR anchor, where you need to anchor that SR because that 3100 cap that affects everybody in the league and everybody is built around that. Calculations are almost everything when you're designing a roster to put in a game. If you don't do your calculations, you could screw up and miss on an opportunity or end up accidentally breaking the rules.
Yeah, that's never a good thing, especially in this type of environment. You go into a game and you get this environment where you have a ton of people watching you. The pressure's on. You don't want to start breaking any rules or be a little undervalued when you don't mean to be, especially in front of an audience like this. I will shout out the viewers in here. Welcome to the 15 people in here so far. It's great to have you guys here. We are here casting Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. It should be a good one. But yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the best games I think so far. Definitely that's been, and the Cyberpunks are showing up in their VC. Oh, they've shown up.
Here they come.
And
the British are coming.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh no. Better watch out.
Yeah. One thing I do want to point out before this game starts. I'm still brand new to this league, so I'm sorry if I don't get a lot of the names right or some wrong stats or something. But I am gonna try my hardest to cast this game as best I can. Reserve Wolf is gonna be helping me out through my weak points here. But I do want to point out that when I was newer to this server, I heard about Bishkek Onyx very early. We were talking in the Power Rankings channel, and they were talking a lot of smack. They're calling themselves the best team here, and they're going against another undefeated team. So this is really it to show that all of that talking wasn't for nothing.
Yes, this is their chance to show us they deserve to be in the top 5, the top 3 people ranked in this league. Now, Seoul is an A to B tier team. We've seen a lot of people rank them A to B tier. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, what if they're not an A to B tier team? What if they show us on this stream right here, they are very high A.
S tier.
Or maybe even low S.
Yeah.
But is there such thing as low S though? Because if you're S, you're S. You're good. You're one of the best.
I feel like S tier is one of those rankings where it's just like there's really no comparison. You're either in S tier or you're not. You're either good, you're either great, or you're good. You know what I mean? It's A and B. You can have borderline B, borderline A, all that kind of stuff. But S is kind of that tier that really defines your team. It's you are there for a reason, and I believe both of these teams are either there or close. So it's up to this match to show which team can go higher, and which team shows more promise in these upcoming matches.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I got off track for a second. Anybody in S tier can take a game off of each other. We saw Legion versus Kismet just a while ago. That game could have gone anyone's way.
Yeah.
Really, because it was 3-1-1. Just insane. Those map scores. It could have been 3-2. You never know. It could have been 2-2 in the final map.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we cast today one of those types of games where it's not just like a 3-0 blowout or anything like that. Like, we want to see 3-2s. I want to see this series go the distance, and even if it doesn't make it a good one, because even 3-1s are still good games if as long as the maps are close, and maybe we just see a team today that just dominates. Who knows? It could go really anyone's way right now, and I think that's a good segue into the predictions with 5 minutes left before the game has to start. I guess we'll start with you, Wolf. Who do you think is going to come out on top today?
I think Cyberpunks are gonna end up pulling this out 3-1, and I think we're gonna have a draw, in one map at least.
Interesting.
And let me look at our map pool real quick, just to maybe confirm that suspicion, maybe that you know, feeling.
Yeah. Honestly, like according to the map pool today, I think Seoul Cyberpunks does have a small advantage just from what I've seen them play. I mean, these teams are still brand new. We don't know what everything's gonna happen. But if I were to predict a team to pull this out, I'm really hoping. Well, not hoping. I think just based on the rosters and what I've seen so far since I've been in this league, I think Onyx could bring this out in a 3-2. Because both these teams are obviously very close together in terms of mechanical skill. But I think Bishkek Onyx just has that extra edge to their gameplay. And I think it'll be very close, and I think Bishkek will go ahead and win this 3-2.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and soon we will.
Yes.
And
yes.
I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, me neither.
Just find out who's gonna win this match. I have been waiting for this match all day, and you can tell by the way I'm talking that I'm ecstatic I'm graceful to cast this match because of how good it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And how good I know it's gonna be.
Yeah, this is actually my first cast in Resurge. So to be thrown into a match like this against two really good teams is really going to show everybody how good these teams are, how good we are as casters in the future, whatever it may be. Honestly, like, I hope this game's really good. I really hope that we get a lot of maps in today. I want to see Onyx and Seoul go back and forth, just trading blow for blow, and see who comes out on top here.
Yeah. That's the best part about these games, because you never know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, exactly. And in chat, I want to see you guys hyped up for this game. Please go ahead and send your teams their energy. Send them your thoughts, your prayers. We are 2 minutes away from being able to start this. Me and Reserve are going to do as best as we possibly can. And if you're in chat right now, show us some hype. Show us some hype for this game. Two undefeated teams going at it. Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. I want to see the hype. I want to see it all.
All right, and we take a look on the side of Onyx, and looking at their SR, they look pretty good. I'm gonna ask you to calculate averages for me, just like real quick.
Ooh,
actually.
I shall.
You shall indeed.
I had to do this for mermaids. I promise you, it was the most annoying thing in the world.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and calculate average here.
Well, we gotta wait for the for Onyx is two supports to make their career profiles public, and their Glizzy Goblin has made his public, and John Panas as well.
These are the starters, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And the manager of Onyx gracefully inviting his team in order, which I appreciate from the bottom of my heart.
Just getting these last couple profiles done, just to make sure we've got everything in order here.
And if you DM me those averages, that would be great.
Yup.
We will be starting shortly, folks. Just waiting for everything to get sorted out here. It is just turned 8 p.m. We are finally not late to a match. We we showed up on time. Is it me, or has there been a shortage of hit scans?
I don't know. I know my team doesn't have a lot of hit scans. Well, I guess we'll see.
It's weird because hit scans are rare for some odd reason.
All right, I adjusted the averages for Onyx. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for Cyberpunk.
All right, we are actually experiencing.
Got some technical difficulties here, but we'll get it through. We'll get it shortened out soon. Alright, and I just got finished with Cyberpunks. We might need to sort some things out.
Oh, were you going off season 26?
No, 25.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I made sure. I see a lot of Seoul hype in chat. Where the Onyx fans at? Am I right? Where's that Onyx energy? I'm going to shout out everybody in here. Welcome to the 32 viewers in here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for showing up to the stream today. If you are new here, we just did our pregame show. We are actually a few minutes away from starting. We are actually fixing some roster problems. Should be going underway in the next few minutes.
It is role based.
Is it roll? What?
Okay, well, yeah, they both did the math, right, I think, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna start.
We're good?
Okay, yeah, we are good.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and ask the teams if we are ready. Please send us your hype once again in chat for this game. We got Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. Should be a good one. Should be a great one, hopefully. Would you like me to go ahead and ask the teams if they are good to go?
I have already done that.
Oh, you have? Okay, never mind. I'm new at this. Welcome everybody to the stream once again. Make sure I got everything under control. It looks like we are going to start this game out. We're going to Oasis to start here. Again, Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. Let's see what happens. Looks like we get to assemble our heroes here.
This is a very brawl-dependent league. Remember that much. I expect we will see some Echo coming out from Onyx, honestly.
I mean, Echo's a very strong pick, no matter what map it is. I'm so used to seeing Pharah, it's crazy.
Maybe some Reaper from Seoul? They seem like the type of team to do that, and I was predicting it right. But Onyx equipping the Reaper, both teams going for Brawl with the tank lineup. I predicted that right. And the only difference between the two lineups for the supports is Seoul is running a Baptiste instead of a Warrior.
Yeah,
I mean, the McCree come down instead of McCree.
Looks like we are a couple seconds from starting this game off, and here we go. We got Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. Send us your hype in chat, boys, as we go underway. We're gonna go ahead and spectate the Reaper first real quick. As he goes to the right side, gets some early damage onto the Rhine shield. The Maywall comes out early, doesn't manage to catch anyone. Reaper going in for a little bit of extra damage here. He's gonna go low, uses Fade to reload here. So far, no one going down just yet as the Reinhardt falls very low, and there goes the Reaper. There goes the Reaper to the side of Seoul Cyberpunks, and that's going to start this fight off and going to force a quick reset. Very great early fight there. Just going to get that Lucio at the beginning, and that's just going to signal a very early reset here as Bishkek Onyx going to get an early cap.
Both teams going around each other very well. And we already have an MR field up. Coalescence.
A lot of ults going out as Hidden Dagger just gets stunned and killed immediately as I don't know what's going on as it looks like Bishkek Onyx are winning this one out just a little bit. Here comes the grab and that's just going to seal the deal on that fight there, and another fight win for Bishkek Onyx is going to signal another reset for Seoul Cyberpunks.
Going on fire here, keeping that energy high on that Zarya. We know these right clicks on Zarya, they can be so powerful when you really use them. So I'm excited to see who this Zarya plays most of all. Because I've been playing Zarya live, this is a big play.
As here comes the Blizzard, he's not going to catch anybody. As Glizzy Goblin getting rolled just then. Cade getting that pick, and Hidden Dagger's going to finish off ground there, and that's going to be a fight win for Seoul, finally managing to find their footing here. as we're gonna get a quick reset. This Mei is going to be a problem against this comp. I mean, just cutting off the Rhine and the main tanks and all this kind of stuff is gonna be very hard for Onyx to come in and win this.
I do feel like Onyx are a little bit more coordinated than Seoul in a way where they can get that line from Seoul walled off, but Seoul may not be able to wall off Onyx's Ryan enough more than Onyx, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. Communication definitely very important here. As we're gonna go left here comes the early coalescence. It's gonna keep those tanks nice and healthy. It's gonna get an entry pick onto Zint though on that Mei, and here comes the Nano. Here comes the Blossom as well, as it's gonna find one. As here comes the return, and it's gonna find one also. We'll see what happens, but Reaper just going into the back trying to melt the Zarya here. Put a ton of pressure as he's almost gonna find a pick. There it goes, and it's gonna force Seoul to go back again and think about what they're gonna do next.
Yeah, I love seeing this Reaper play. I know some people say Reaper is boring, but when somebody plays him right, it's so entertaining. And these Reaper duels, these Death Blossom plays, man, they can go either way.
Here comes the early grab. It's gonna find one. Here comes the beat though, and here comes the shatter from Yoshiario. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but we're gonna go with it anyway. And that is going to, I think, win this point for Seoul Cyberpunks. And here comes the wall to make sure the Lucio can't touch. And that's gonna be round one for the side of Seoul Cyberpunks.
Oh man, those ults really saved them in the end of that match. And wow, that was an entertaining first round for this map. And what a great way to start off our series. Not in a 100-0 fashion, but honestly a pretty close fashion, one-sided in each half of that round.
Yeah, Onyx seemed to have the first point under wraps, but then Zint switched over to the Mei and it was game over. And I think that Mei pick really helped them out, but what really sealed the deal for them was that Rhine shatter. Oh my god, was that crazy.
Well, we're sure to see a lot of those there, but not from Onyx, as they are running Monkey Ball Dive.
Very decent variant. We're going to go ahead and spectate the Winston here to start. As they're looking for a high ground dive with their Echo. Echo, a very good dive character. We'll see what he can do with that focusing beam. Oh, here comes the dive. It's going to find two with the slam. It's not going to get anybody, but the Echo, John Pond is going to go down early. Immediately res, so it's not that big of a deal, but res is down for the side of Onyx. And the res proving to be worth it as he's going to find a focusing beam and a sticky bomb onto the Mei, as the Echo is just absolutely rolling right now. And somebody stop him, as he's going to get a late pick onto Hidden Dagger, and that's going to signal a first fight win for the side of Onyx. And that first cap might bite them in the butt later.
Oh man. Well, still 14 seconds of time that Onyx did not get. I mean, you could go to what, 86% and lose the point? That 14 seconds can really have an effect. It may seem small. It is small, but it doesn't mean it can't have an effect. Every number counts.
Oh, as the Mercy's gonna go down early, and here comes the high noon to zone just to balance out. It's gonna find Zint there, as here comes the dive and the nano from the Winston, and he's gonna go on and just absolutely decimate the backline as both supports go down to the Monkey, as the Zarya might be the next victim of the Monkey here, and the dive so far proving to be very useful here.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this good of a dive from Onyx. I mean, this team is so well coordinated with each other, and I think that comes with them being a long-time team. I know these guys have been with each other for a while, and that synergy is really clicking with them.
Yeah, I completely agree, and we're gonna start this fight off, and we have a minefield coming up, but here comes the Nano Monkey on the side of Seoul Cyberpunks there is Monkey's gonna get another pick, and he might not even need to use the mines, but here comes Seoul coming back, trying to get some early picks, and the McCree's gonna go fall very low, but it's bubbled, but end up getting picked in the end by Glizzy Goblin as the ball is absolutely tearing it up on the point right now, absolutely decimating these tanks, but he's gonna fall asleep. As here comes the Primal Monkey in the back. It's gonna try and find the supports, but finding very, almost no luck. Manages to find the Ana, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. As here comes Seoul with a grab of their own. And Glizzy's gonna get another pick, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. As here comes the copy from the Echo. It's gonna find the Mercy on that Primaling Monkey. It's also gonna find the McCree. I don't know what's going on, but oh my goodness, I don't know who's winning. It could go honestly either way at this point. Here comes the ball. He's coming to slam in, not gonna find anything. As the Echo from the side of Seoul Cyberpunks is gonna get a pick. And that might just seal the deal here. But here comes the ball, gonna get another pick, but instantly res as I still have no idea what's going on. Here comes the minefield as Glizzy Goblin is gonna try to get something done here, but it's gonna find the Tracer. It's not gonna find anybody else, but the tank's tearing it up. If they do not die, it's gonna signal an end for Seoul here, as we might get a first round win for Bishkek Onyx, and we go to the series 1-1.
And we're going to a final third map already. A map. This is the type of excitement we wanted to see from this match, and God, are we getting it? I'd say we're gonna see a mirror dive here, but with the Doomfist and the Tracer, this could be huge, because that Doomfist taking out maybe the Ana or the Mercy, that can break or make a fight.
Yeah,
you gotta not feed his Doomfist.
Yes, I 100% agree.
But
if we were getting a Doomfist, seems like we're going to
there
switch over to
is
Genji
not gonna
here.
be a Doomfist. Yeah, Genji. Wow, Mana Blade.
Yes.
And Gusty going on the brig. This man. Oh, Echo. Gusty's brig, I've heard, is pretty darn good, so I'm excited.
Yes, I completely agree. As both Winstons are going onto the high ground, exchanging hellos and greeting each other before the team manages to come up and help each other. As Seoul Cyberpunk's Winston is going to be forced back first. And the McCree out shooting from the high ground is going to find a pick on the Zint to start out here. And that might be an early reset for Seoul, but I'm not completely sure yet as the fight keeps going on. Winston trying to find a dive, but gets slept by the Ana as Onyx is going to find an early cap here, and maybe an early fight win as the Mercy struggling to go down finally does. And here comes the McCree getting that damage in, but he's going to get greedy and get picked. He's going to get instantly res though, as, oh, and almost goes down again. Wow, what a great first fight here.
Res economy from Onyx, really great right now. Really loving what I'm seeing from that Mercy. And Onyx is just a better dive team in general. Onyx is just so much more coordinated as we saw. Oh, Japan!
But here comes the Pulse Bomb, is going to find 2 onto the DPS, and that is going to maybe get another reset. But McCree falling very low, not going to finish him off. As what a way to open things up here, as John Pun with 3 that fight.
As I was saying, the more coordination from Onyx. Take Fight 1, for example. Both monkeys jump onto the high ground, but the Tracer and the ball from Onyx jump onto that monkey. That monkey has no help because they're playing double bubble first off, and that Echo doesn't even come up to help. And I'm pretty sure he only had a Mercy pocket, right? I would just be on it.
Yes, almost fall off the map there. And they are going to find the ball and finish him off very quickly with that focusing beam. Here comes the High Noon though, not going to find anything as Kate is going to go down before he can use the cup. Here comes the Primal. Here comes the Primal, is going to find Hidden Dagger. Trying to go for the McCree as well. Might find it, yes, is going to find it as Seoul getting a dominant map here, and that might just be the end of the map.
Yeah, and we got 7 more seconds to put things over, possibly, and it looks like they can touch. Yes, they can.
Oh, they're just barely gonna touch it. Here comes the grab to try to save everything. Those mines really putting a damper on that stall there. as it looks like we are going to get a map 1 victory for Bishkek Onyx in a pretty dominant third map fashion.
Yeah, really good first game there, though. I'll give it that, even though that last point was 100 to 0. I really enjoyed watching that. And it shows who the better dive team is so far. Onyx is definitely the better dive team. But I know a lot of people are predicting Seoul to win this. I think Seoul will bounce back, and I think this is the only map they are going to lose.
Yeah, that was very, very close, and it honestly could have gone either way, but it looks like we are going to go to an intermission here, and it is going to be Bishkek Onyx going up 1-0 here. Honestly, what a great first map. We saw a lot of good, really good main tank gameplay, some amazing DPS gameplay, but I think after all of that, I feel like it was the main tank difference. I mean, we saw Yoshiario putting on a show in the first map, but just fell off to Glizzy Goblin, and I forget who the other main tank was. I was not paying attention, but both the main tank for Bishkek Onyx seemed to pull that out just a tiny bit more and really give them that edge. As we shall see, the next map going to be Temple of Anubis.
I don't like this map, and it looks like both teams already are. We're gonna get straight back into it.
I think, yeah. I mean, if they're ready, we're ready. Let's go ahead and set it into map number 2. Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. It looks like Onyx is going to go up 1-0 here as we go into Temple of Anubis for our second map of the day.
I feel like this map is pretty dive worthy.
I mean, that dive really showing to be very promising on that last map.
Yeah, and I think it will be coming into fruition here because they found themselves now, you know.
Yeah, so
they've now found themselves in a good predicament. And yeah, we're going to see double bubble come out here from Seoul. And we're going to see the good old-fashioned ball Winston dive from Onyx. And I used the wrong word old-fashioned. I would call it new-fashioned, as, you know, Diva and Winston are really the old-fashioned dive. Remember when you used to run that? Good times. Good times.
Yeah, good times indeed. As Glizzy Goblin gonna go ahead and say hi to the camera. Hello, Glizzy Goblin. We see you. All right. Ball proving to be a very big problem for Seoul here, on that last map. As we are going to start this the second map here with an Ashe. A little bit of a different style here. Same type of tanks, but Double Bubble is going to prove very strong here against those kinds of snipers. As Ground is going to get some early damage, getting a lot of damage onto both DPS and the Winston. But the Winston is going to go down to the Double Bubble. As Mercy is going to get antied here, but I don't know if they're going to push in just yet. Maybe soon. Here comes the Winston. He's going to fall very low, but Cade showing that he's the better Echo in the Echo 1v1, and he's going to find that big dynamite as the Winston's going to go back in to get some more. He's going to get antied. He's forced to bubble, but Cade with another pick. The DPS absolutely popping off for Seoul as Winston's going to try and go get this health back, and that's going to be a very early first cap for Seoul.
It just looks like some coordination errors from Onyx. The monkey getting caught out of position, Echo being caught out by herself after Mercy left her. Just a really unfortunate set of events. But that doesn't mean it's over yet. Let's see if they can get this 5-minute ult.
Yes, Cade's going to get some more damage, really charging up that ult as the ball is going to fall very low. Is he going to get out? He's going to get that Mega. I think Seoul is just going to leave him alone for now, as here comes the copy, maybe. We'll see. Here comes the copy out of the Reinhardt. He's going to start swinging at that early pin. That's gonna get a shatter. Also put that Ryan out of position, as he can't just use the shatter just yet. But the 2 tanks for Seoul are gonna go down before Cade can get any value with the Echo. And it looks like Seoul is gonna have to do a very quick reset here.
You see, I don't support that charge there unless you're gonna charge into the right pillar when you're coming out the exit. As you see on the right side, this pillar near the palm tree. I wish he would have charged that Ryan into that pillar, instead giving him more of an advantage to shatter. Indeed.
I 100% agree. He's going to get a very early sticky bomb on the Goblin. And here he comes in the back as the Bob is going to come out as well. It's honest, the fight can go either way at this point, but it looks like Onyx is going to pull it back with a few picks onto Hidden Dagger and Zint. And we're going to get another fight, it seems like. Ground going to get a very late stagger pick on a Gusty, as John Pon is going to go down, but I don't think it matters too much, as another reset for Seoul here.
I'll tell you the problem there. John Pon was just having a hell of a time in Seoul's back lines on their supports. Their supports are just in the back getting destroyed by that Winston while the rest of the team is up there. And that's mostly for that Onyx trying to stay mid, dealing with her team from a good vantage point, but I feel like this goes for things with your Honor.
Yeah, definitely is. East Amber's gonna shatter the box right in front of him. Yeah, you get that box. As Glizzy Goblin with 2 with the minefield, as that is just going to clean up. He's gonna get a late pick onto the Ash, and Glizzy Goblin with an absolutely massive minefield to really force Seoul to go back and think on what they need to do next.
It's already been 2 minutes for this hold. Really big stuff coming. I feel like we haven't had a real fight in a while.
Yeah, I mean, those very early picks are really shaping these next couple minutes, and if Seoul wants to win, they need to really group up and push it as a team here. 3:11 on the clock, still a lot of time though, as John Pon's going to try to get some early damage onto the Echo, but East Amber going to go down, and John Pon's going to win the Echo 1v1, but is going to go down himself, as this could be the opportunity for Seoul here to come in and try and cap this. If they don't get something done quick, it's not going to be enough. But here comes, we might see a grab here from Hidden Dagger as the Lion's going to charge in, going to get very early damage, and he's going to grab both the supports in the back. It's not going to find much, as East Amber going to get a late fire strike onto Yoshi, and the res coming through, another reset for Seoul.
Oh, it's just tough. They're so close to breaking into that back line of Onyx, but just can't. As we saw the grab invested there, which, well, isn't really going to come into fruition now because he used it.
That's very unfortunate, as here comes the ball in with an early slam. Not going to find much. Going to minefield. Their support's off. Ryan going to try and clear it quick as Glizzy going to get slept, but East is going to find Sunscreen very, very early. And here comes the grab from the Echo there. And another reset with only 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. What is Seoul going to do?
Just push in. You have 3 ultimates here. Probably gonna approach Shatter this next fight. But we look on the side of Onyx, Shatter, Nano, and Guardian Angel. That Nano and that Shatter could come in huge. But we're gonna see Sound Barrier come out, and that's gonna prevent that Shatter from coming up, I feel.
Yeah, the early beat's really gonna keep everybody nice and healthy, but here comes the Shatter. Not gonna find a ton, but he is going to die as 2 pins on the kill feed for Seoul here, as Seoul is going to take control of the point with the Mercy resing and gets cut down just before he can get the res off. Here comes the Baller to try and stall. I don't know how long he's going to be able to do it for, as he falls just under half health. As here comes the pin on the Yoshi. Yoshi going to get a counter pin there. The Lucio going to get slept, not going to find too much, as here comes the Ana coming back from spawn to just try and heal up that Reinhardt, but John is going to find another pick on the Sunscreen, and it looks like Onyx might bring this back. As the Ana and the Ana's going to fall very low and finally get picked off, as Kate is trying to put just trying to put any sort of pressure on this Ashe, but she already threw out the bomb. And Onyx is going to bring this back with only giving away 2 ticks for the side of Seoul, and they only have 15 seconds to really bring this back.
And with only 10 seconds on the clock, are they going to be able to touch it? Keeping on that Ryan Zarya, it may not even be worth it. Oh, it is worth it. Maybe we'll see some ults come out here.
Here comes the Nano onto the Reinhardt here. He is going to get a very big damage output as John's going to get a pick on the Yoshi to start here. Big grab, but an even bigger shatter as it catches 2, including the ball, but the Echo copy is going to come in with a vengeance to really show the main tank difference. He is going to get frozen, but it looks like Seoul Cyberpunks is going to cap with a C9. What a play! I don't even know what happened there, but it looks like Seoul came and capped that, and Onyx couldn't do anything about it.
I don't think it was a C9. It was just the lucky ult economy from Seoul. Okay, we gotta make sure coach is spectral, so I'm guessing red only.
So Seoul, wow, it looks so dire for them in those moments, and they somehow managed to bring that back in overtime fashion. That might set them up for a win here. We'll see what happens though, as Onyx is going to go onto the attack, pulling out the Genji and the Widow here. Very, very interesting. As we're gonna see the Brawl come out from Seoul. Double sniper with Brawl. I haven't seen this in a long time, but Ana gonna keep that Ryan Zarya up as much as they possibly can. With no speed boost and no immortality, it's going to be very hard unless Ana can hit a pretty nasty anti-nade to really open up for the main tank and this Zarya to get any sort of value.
This is a weird comp. Genji, Widow, Zarya, Ball, Ana, Mercy. I think this may be one of the weirdest comps we've ever since that Kismet versus who was it? Kismet versus Juicers, where they ran Bastion on King's Row for the first point. That was pretty fun. You see, this is just as fun. And they're playing this scattered up.
Looks like we are gonna get a pause here. Might have missed that. Chat, let us know what you think of this game so far. So far, very, very close, coming down to the wire on these first 2 maps here. As Onyx seeming to be very dominant towards the beginning there, but just managed to fall apart at the end there. And Cyberpunk's got to really hold this. As I don't know what we paused for. Probably a disconnect, maybe some lag. Who knows?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. All right. I guess we'll see soon. I hit chat, so I don't know.
Can you unhide chat and yell at me next time?
I was given a DM from you to hide chat, so I don't know.
Yes, I was. Yes. As we had somebody with an inappropriate name come into the lobby, that is why we hide chat, folks. We cannot let your little children's eyes see these inappropriate names.
Unlucky indeed. I'm glad you guys didn't have to see that. As I'm really looking forward to this Widow. Play here. I mean, you're going against double sniper with Brawl. You can already tell that the Rhine isn't going to be there to shield both of their snipers. Let's see if they can get it done, as we're going to come unpaused here, as we are finally going to get to see that Widow 1v1. He's going to get some early damage onto the shield. Not going to find anything, as Ron's trying to get an angle here on the Widow. Not going to find anything so far, as just barely misses the Mercy. Just gets blocked by the fountain there, as we're going to go on to the perspective of the Ball here, as he's trying to swing up to the high ground, proving very difficult. He's finally going to do it. Going to get some damage, going to fall very, very low, as John Pong getting amped. He really can't get healed up right now. as so is the ball, and it looks like even with the low health, it's going to force Onyx to back up a little bit just to see what they can do, as the Ana is going to get caught out here. He's going to sleep the ball, though, as Sunscreen going to single-handedly, with the help of a Mercy, going to fend off these divers.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'd expect the big strength of Onyx to be those divers. But no, it's not going to be as against
It's Cade with 2 stagger picks there to really seal the deal on that fight win there. As Yoshi is going to come in with a shatter here this next fight. Really one of the only ults on the board here is we have the Nano and almost the Minefield and the Dragon. We got a little bit of a Falcon situation going on here as well.
We'll see how these movements come into bear as Nano played almost on the... Let's see if Sunscreen can get a really good sweep on somebody.
This is the Mercy going to stay out of cover here just to see what happens. Here comes the ball with the dive. He's going to be met with a little bit of force. Here comes the Minefield as he's going to find some damage, but not going to finish anybody off. He's going to get nanoed. Going to go for these snipers here while nanoed. Is going to lose it, though. As here comes the Dragon. It's going to find 2. And that just might be another reset for Onyx. And that Dragon showing massive value in that fight.
Yeah. And approaching dangerously close times for Onyx.
Yes, I 100% agree. As Zinch here comes with the Bob, may be able to get something done here, but Onyx already used the Nano, so we don't have a Nano Blade. As Cade finds another pick on the Hanzo, and here comes the Grab Blade, but it's just going to get nanoed and healed right up by the Ana. And here comes the divers to try and finish everything off, as the ball is going to get canned and finished off by Zint. As here comes the Bob, finally is just going to stall here. Maybe a little bit of a late Bob, in my opinion. Maybe wish they had that one back, but he's going to get another fight win on the Onyx on the back of Cade.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of ults to be used, and John Pong gonna switch on to the Widow here out of desperation. Man, this has been a really good defense so far from Seoul. Let's see, can they close it out here? Can they close the map out? This final attack could determine it.
Oh, Zid gets really called the phenomenon. I hope I said that correctly. Is gonna get res back up, and here comes the early Dragon, going to split off the tanks. Not gonna find much value other than that, as the ball is going to get slept on point, pinned. Oh, gonna fall very low. Is it gonna get finished off though, as he's coming up to a Minefield here, and he's probably gonna use it ASAP, as he's gonna get shattered by Yoshi though, as Yoshi is gonna say not today and not let that happen. Not gonna find any picks off the back of it though, and here comes the Minefield. The Minefield not gonna find anything but force Seoul off point, as Seoul gonna find 3 picks, and that just might be the end of that first point hold. Even though they're losing, Seoul is losing in here, what a great first hold.
Not gonna go down without a damn fight. Wow, what a push from Onyx right there. I did not think they were gonna pull that off.
Finally got something done. Struggled a little bit, managed to get something going very last second. They're gonna have 3 extra minutes here to cap this second point. Hidden Dagger with the grab here. Gonna see what he can do with it. He might use it early, but here comes the shatter. It's gonna find 4, but here comes the grab to stop the follow-up, and here comes the Dragon, as that's gonna find the Doomfist, and the Doomfist only getting the Rhine very, very low. And Seoul gonna get another really early reset, even though what an insanely great opening shatter from East Ambra.
Oh my god. Phenomenon going down to that Dragon to 1 HP, and then escaping with 18 on that final fight where they were chasing him down. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, we'll see what happens in this next fight, as we got only a Nano and maybe close to a dragon for Onyx here. They might just need to dry fight as they're going into 4 ultimates here. As here comes the shatter maybe from Yoshi. Yoshi's gonna go behind. He's gonna solo shatter the Rhine as he's gonna find that not that great of a decision as he's gonna go down as here comes the Mercy coming for the res here as it's not gonna prove that invaluable, but they're gonna wish that they had that shatter back. The ball is going to get slept in the back line, and here comes the Rhine. He's going to pin the Zarya. The Zarya going to fall very low, but not going to get finished off. As here comes Onyx on the point, as Zin's going to go down to the nade, and Hidden Dagger's going to get a pick, as well as it's just going to even out here as Ground getting the better of that. Getting the better of that Hanzo 1v1. And it seems like you go anybody's way at that point, but here comes John Pon with a late pick on the Hidden, as Yoshi's going to find 2 to really signal this fight to be over. Yoshi is having none of it right now.
Wow. Okay. It's going to be an absolute old battle during this thing. People, pay your eyes, you may have a seizure. Epilepsy warning for what's about to happen. Tons of ults up to each side.
Yeah, as Yoshi has this shatter. Let's see what he can do with it as Beast also has the shatter. He's going to get Nano. What a big ante. He's only going to find 1 with the shatter, and Beast going to find 1 back, but Zin with 2. Going to get picked, but I'll take a 2-for-1 trade any day of the week. As Glizzy's going to get a late pick on the Cade there with the minefield. Glizzy Goblin's going to go back in. Try to go for that, but here comes the grab. As not going to find anything though, as the beat's going to keep them nice and healthy, as this is Soul's time to strike. Soul is going to come back and get 3, as Zin with another 2, going to signal the end there, and Seoul Cyberpunks going to go tie this series 1-1.
That's what you like to see. You like to see good Doomfist play like that. Zin absolutely popping off. You see Hidden Dagger here with the play of the game for Temple of Anubis.
Yeah, this grab, very, very huge. Really setting up that Doomfist play where he's going to get a couple here. And Zint absolutely popping off and saving Soul in their time of need. As we're going to
go back to lobby.
Yes, we're going to go to a 1-1 tie here. We're going to go to map number 3, which is... Hello?
Hello. I don't know.
The 3rd map. We shall see what's going to happen.
All right, they're going to pass the halftime break. Okay, people don't want the halftime break, so we're not going to have the halftime break.
It looks like we're not. It looks like we are going to have a halftime, but the halftime is only going to last 30 seconds.
No. They just don't even want to have the halftime. Let's just get back into it. I want to go to bed. I want to get this done as soon as possible, if I'm being honest.
That is unlucky.
Really?
As we're going to go to our 3rd map here, Numbani. Really going to prove this dive well. As, send us your hype in chat, guys. Who do you think is going to pull this one out? We're 1-1 here. I mean, at the beginning of the pregame show, we mentioned that Seoul Cyberpunks, they were undefeated, but they haven't faced the best teams. But, I mean, going 1-1 against Onyx, really showing how good they are and how they're not willing to go down without showing who's the better team.
And both teams are.
It looks like both teams are ready to go, and we are going to go into our 3rd map. Series tied 1-1. Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. What a game this has been so far.
1-1 in the series. I'm excited to see this. This map will determine who goes series point. And if it's Seoul and they win the next map, I'll be right about my prediction and you'll be wrong.
Maybe. And I will probably not hear the end of it in Discord server later.
Yeah, but, let's keep a chart together to this day. Let's see if you go 1-0 in predictions, or if I go 0-1 in predictions.
I guess we shall find out. I will count the record only to the team that wins, not to the record in which they win. The map wins, but yes. I will give you extra bragging rights, though.
Yeah. You get 1.5 points. No, not a half.
You get that half point for predicting the map.
Yeah, let's get let's do it like that. Like 1.5 points. Yeah.
I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah, I'll get the documents set up after.
And if there are any admins watching, I would like to make a podcast to recap this game in the future. Right now, that is not the case. But we will have our player of the match.
Stop plugging your stuff. Thank you.
Yes. Alrighty then.
Get into the game. Do your job.
Alright, we're gonna go back to the play-by-play casting, which is what I've been forced to do. Help me, they're keeping me captive. And here we go, as we got East Ampa running the dive again. Onyx really liking this dive style, has been proved to be very useful. Bring a little hard on Temple though, as here comes the dive. Here comes the dive, and the Sombra coming out from Kane here as he's going to just barely almost find the Mercy. But Tank's trading blow for blow, as the Sombra going to fall very low, going to have to get out. Phenomenon almost going to go down to the Winston here, getting the Widow, getting the 1v1 as Seoul going to find very early picks here, as Zint getting some very early cap, almost single-handedly with this Genji pick.
In 58 seconds, Seoul has already capped 21, and now they have players for 20. These pushes are looking really, really good.
Yeah, I completely agree. Zint's gonna fall very, very low there to that McCree. He is gonna get healed back up though. Really hard to find any sort of leeway here. As Glizzy's gonna get an early pile drive out of Sunscreen, and that just might signal a very early reset. But it doesn't look like Seoul is going to back down here. They're going to take the 4v6. McCree trying desperately to find that Sombra in the back. The Genji is going to come back, and we'll see what happens here. As Genji coming up, he's going to dash in. Big ante for the side of Seoul, and they're going to capitalize on that as they get the Brig and the Tracer. The Brig's going to get res, but it's not going to be enough, as Zint and Yoshi are going to find some very crucial picks on those anti-targets.
Let's just see what can happen here. 4 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. A little bit slow to get onto the on, but we got EMP, we got Grab, we got Blade, we got Brigo, we got Nano for the side of Seoul. And we almost have 6 ults for the side of Onyx as well. This is going to be a bloodbath. One is being used too.
Yep.
My God.
Here comes the minefield. Not going to do anything but push off cart. Here comes the EMP though, as that's going to be one of the only ults used. But here comes the grab, and here comes the blade. As Zint is going to find almost one. Not going to be enough. As Glizzy's going to get another pick with the minefield, and Glizzy's going to finish off Zint. And Glizzy showing that he is such a good tank in this comp here, really making that ball work to the very most, even with this Sombra.
Unfortunately, they're not to see Cyberpunks get that push in, but this could be their push. They still do have those 2 support ults, while the only ult that Onyx have is that rally.
Yeah, Rally is still a very good ultimate. And here comes the early Nano. Not gonna find a lot of early damage. Not gonna find a ton though. As here comes the Rally, and here comes the Reaper to really finish off that Yoshi on that main tank, as all of the available ults are going to be used. As it looks like Onyx is gonna come in here and gets a slam onto the Ana there, and a late pick onto the Brig, and the ball being so dominant here, really putting on an absolute clinic.
You wouldn't think Ball would be so dominant with a Sombra on the side of Seoul, would you?
Yeah, I mean, if you're good enough at ball, I guess you can make it work. And Glizzy Goblin has really showed that he has so far.
We're gonna see a switch off, and that's on the big echo there, which I really
Here comes the minefield to start. Gonna separate the supports from their Winston. Glizzy Goblin gonna try and move them back in, but it's not gonna find anything. Gonna find some damage, but not gonna finish anything off. As here comes the Brig. The Brig gonna stun. Not gonna find anything though, as it is just a complete back and forth fight. But it looks like out of the midst of it, Zint going in with a blade, and he's gonna try to find one. Not gonna find two, but that just might be enough to keep Onyx from being able to defend the second point here, as Yoshi and Zint are gonna try and clean up this ball. And wow, I don't know what happened in the middle of that, but Zint getting some very good picks on that Genji, signaling a very good and honest fight win.
Yeah. Don't you love the Japanese language?
Absolutely.
As,
I completely forgot to change that. It's okay. We're gonna let it go.
Shit, let's let it go. Chat, can we let it go?
I will try and change it later, but unfortunately that would have to maybe stop the task for a little bit. As Hidden Dagger's gonna, in the midst of all my yapping, is gonna get a pick on the Glizzy there. As here comes a grab, and here comes another blade from Zint. Zint putting on a show right now, as Ground gonna get a Death Blossom in the back. Not gonna find anything with the blade, but here comes the Minefield. The Minefield gonna get some early damage. He's going to get anti, but not finished off. And Zint is gonna go down to John Pon, and John Pon is gonna find a third there. As John Pon with 3 in that fight is just going to signal a very, very early reset there for Seoul.
I'm really liking this hold from Onyx, and I think I've been really enjoying watching the Reaper play. But as a Reaper one too, yeah, of course I'm gonna enjoy Reaper. But we look at the ults from both sides here. I'm gonna have to say that Seoul has the advantage, and I think we're gonna see a shatter right about.
We're going to get a copy onto the Brig to start here. What an interesting early pick. But we're trying to get a shatter here. Isn't going to find anything. But East Ampa's going to get one in return with 3. And the team is just going to pick that up. East Ampa with a massive 3-man shatter there. Onyx really finding their footing here in the last minute, as East is going to almost single-handedly put that fight to a loss and chalk it up on the board for Onyx.
Yeah. Just a devastating miss there from Yoshiaru.
You got it, I believe.
Yoshi just gets that shabby there. Let's see if a nano of the rhyme can do anything.
Yeah, I completely agree. Here comes the nano finally onto the Reinhardt. As the Reinhardt gonna get a counter pin, not gonna find anything with the nano, and here comes Gilmore. Gonna keep their team just a little bit more healthy, as Yoshi is gonna get shattered. And that is just going to be the end of Yoshi. But here comes the side of Onyx, getting another pin and getting these supports just barely last, absolutely disrespecting, and no one touched the carts. As Onyx is going to just stop them before 3 points there.
Ah, man, it's so tough for them not to touch the cart. Okay, this round right here, this decides the map, remember. So we could have a full hold from Seoul, or we could go down to the final point. I can't wait to see what happens. Yeah. This has been such an enjoyable map.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, watching this Genji and this Brig try and go head to head, even though Brig counters Genji, Genji's still trying to get, he's still managing to get some value there. As one person that I do want to point out is Glizzy Goblin. Absolutely putting on a show on the ball right now and absolutely dominating. I don't know about you though.
Yeah, man. That man is a beast. I'm scared of him, actually. And watching Onyx for myself is letting me respect on their name. I feel like this team need it for people to watch this. They need it for people to see them. And for their name to get out there, I bet a lot of people are going to start respecting the name after this. even if it's a lost series.
Yeah, both these teams gonna get a very sizable reputation after this game, as it is just blow for blow, back and forth. As we're gonna start this next round, going double dive with a Genji and a Reaper. This is very, very interesting here. As here comes the ball coming through, as Cade is gonna find a very early pick onto the Mercy, and that just might be it for that fight. And as ball is gonna go down, Onyx is gonna have to do a really quick reset here. As what does Onyx have to do to really disrupt this comp that they're against?
What do they have to disrupt? I feel like getting these stuns in with the ball, and maybe following up with the break.
That is definitely true, as here comes the slam. Is going to find 6, not going to finish anything off though. As the Rhine is going to go into their back line, going to fall very low, going to get the immortality though, as here comes the high noon and is going to find 2, as Cade is going to stop that. So, Onyx, get back! This is his town! It might not be the Wild Wild West, but it is Africa, and even though cowboys aren't in Africa, he's still out here, alright? He's still out here.
Who said cowboys aren't in the West? Or I mean, fudge, man. Who said cowboys aren't in Africa? You never seen a cowboy in Africa? Me neither.
Not until now.
Oh, this is Oasis. I have no idea where this map.
I don't know, but
well, it's in New Bonnie, so yeah.
Yes, here comes the dive again, as the Winston almost gonna get moved off the map by the break. As here comes the dive, as Seoul just gonna absolutely dominate that ball. As ball is gonna try to get out, but here comes the Primal just trying to get some type of value with it. He's going to go down, and I don't know what it's gonna do. He is gonna find a pick on the Cade though, as Onyx could bring this back, as here comes the mines on point, preventing anybody from coming, but here comes the blade, as I don't know what it's gonna find. He's just gonna stay on point, as they're just gonna cap. Soul's got a touch, as here comes the shatter, not gonna find anything though, as he is going to pin the ball. Here comes Onyx. Here comes Onyx back here. The Brig is finally gonna go down after an hour of shooting that character, balanced by the way, as Job Punt is going to fall very low, as the ball is going to go down, but it looks like here comes the high noon. Is not going to find anything but some damage.
Oh my god, no way.
I don't know what's going on, but Onyx managed to cap in the middle of all that, and they are going to get this payload moving. What a fight. I don't even know what happened.
You check your whispers, Heartless. Anyways, wow, what a fight there. I really thought they were actually going to contest that for a second. I thought they were going to fight. And, oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, man. I mean, you take over my duties for a second as we go into this next fight here. I'm not sure what's going to happen, though.
You said take over your duties for a second?
Yeah, I mean...
Alright, we're gonna see Onyx on to the high ground here, gonna jump down here. We're gonna see the Rhines brawl up onto the cart. See what happens. The Phillies though, going for the red ones with Genji in the back. We'll see the wand in the back trying to do damage. We're gonna see a phenomenon take out Sunscreen, and that is going to open up a whole new world. Gusty gonna be able to go down from Grandi's bomb, and I think that'll end that fight right there. That's the Palmer trying to take out Cade. Gonna be able to do so with the dynamite from
I mean, the ball nerf showing a little unpromising there, as he tried to boop the McCree off the map and just could not. Like, that ball nerf really saved Cade there for as long as it did. Cade stayed alive way too long because he tried to get booped twice and he just couldn't, because the ball nerf just could not boop him far enough to get off the edge of the map.
Yeah.
Ball very low. As here comes the grab and the dragon. The dragon gonna find John Pond. Gonna get the ball very low, and that's gonna be another free set.
Ooh, man. I'm really interested to see where this last fight goes. A 3-minute hold here for Seoul would be one of the most impressive feats yet against a fiery Onyx who is doing really good right now, and I'm sure they're trying their best to win this game to show what they got.
Yes, I completely agree. As we go into another fight here, both Rhymes and Shatters to see who can get the main tank gift. But Glizzy Goblin going to come in with the minefield, not going to find anything as here comes... Shield is broken. Gonna get immortality. He's gonna walk out of the immortality, but here's the shatter. It's gonna find 3, and that's gonna be maybe another reset as Onyx gonna have to go back to the spawn room as the Ryan getting another very early, very late pin there, but it's not gonna be enough as Onyx is gonna have to figure out what in the world is gonna happen.
Yeah, right there. Saw that Genji pushed Dead Eye in the creep. I do not know whether Genji had a deflector or not, but kind of a dumb move unless you're gonna reflect the bullet coming out.
Yeah,
You know, man, I know he was Nano, but man, that just ruined that fight.
Yeah, I completely agree. They're going to switch on to the double sniper here, but here comes the early window as the Ryan's just going to try and go ahead of it. As not going to find anything, as Sunscreen's going to find a pick on the Jodpon. As another reset for Onyx has to go through. I don't know what's going on for the side of Onyx, but they need to start getting their stuff together as we have a minute 30 left for them to try and cap here.
Minute 30 on the clock. Oh man, time went by. Not paying much of attention. But here we go. We're gonna see at least 2 or 3 more pushes from Onyx.
Boys, here comes the horse. We haven't seen the horse in a little bit. As here comes an early grab. He's gonna, Estampa's gonna find something off the halt. And Onyx is gonna pull this one, they're gonna pull this one in their favor. Even after the grab to start, that immortality from Sunscreen is going to save them from getting killed by that grab there. As we are coming into final fight territory.
Yeah, we're gonna see ball switch on here. Hey, can they touch in time for that? You gotta shatter off. Oh no!
Oh, but a 4-man shatter! As Onyx is just gonna take that one away! Just so close as Estampa says, not in my house!
Sunscreen giving a quick good morning in the chat. Let's see this play the game here. I think it was from the end of the match. Wow, just saved that game.
This was towards the end of the first attacking round, but
yeah,
absolutely massive shatter to just tell Seoul, absolutely not.
Oh my, 40 defensive assists from Gusty. I know they lost, but holy, 15,000 damage from the pigeon roll.
Oh, what a map.
Wow!
We are almost coming to an end of this series as Bishkek Onyx is up 2-1, as your prediction may not come into fruition here.
It isn't over yet.
Yes, you're right, but your map prediction.
True, I guess.
That's fair enough, as I'm going to go ahead, I gotta do something for less than 30 seconds. You can go ahead, just go ahead and tell them we get like a 1-minute break real quick. I gotta do something real quick. I will be back in less than 30 seconds, but stay tuned, guys. This match so far has been proven to be very close and very fun.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, and I am back. Sorry for the delay. Whew. What a game it's been so far.
What a game indeed, man. And I forgot to look at my map pool. Apologize for that wait, everybody. And looking at the map pool here, week 5, we're going to escort. It's going to be Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
Oh, dive galore, dive.
I was gonna say just dive everywhere, monkey in your face, ball up your butt, bro. It sucks. It's not gonna be fun.
If we go to map 5, it will be Nepal ending it off.
Okay, fair enough. Wow, honestly, I don't know, man. This has been absolutely crazy so far.
Yeah, unfortunate. Man.
Whew. We're going into... We are going into our 4th map here. We're going to Watchpoint.
Sorry, folks, that we are having technical difficulties, and I do apologize for chat. We are trying to get that figured out right now. Our apologies on Resurge.
Whew. All right. It looks like we got everything sorted out, I think. We almost have 50 people in here. Wow. Thank you guys for coming out. It's been a really great match so far. If you agree, please put your hype in chat. Please tell us who you think is going to win and how you guys are liking the stream so far.
All right. Well, again, apologies for the delay. We will get started soon, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Just one little second. In or whenever, now we are getting back into the... Who is ready for some more Overwatch?
I know I'm ready for some more Overwatch, especially for Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Yeah, me too. This match has already been lasting an hour, which is surprising. We don't usually get to see hour-long matches.
Yeah, and let's see if we can make it longer. If Onyx goes ahead and loses this map, we're gonna go to a map 5.
Oh, Cyberpunks are down one. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. So far, it has been insane to watch and insane to cast from my point of view, and I hope your point of view as well, Reserve Wolf. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been having a blast so far.
Yeah, me too. Hidden dagger into this game. We are up for one again. Let's see if both teams will be able to R up. I know I sound like I'm on a golf tourney right now.
That's always fun.
And he's going to take the shot to make the par. Oh, going, and it's in! Oh my god. Okay.
That's not golf.
We are ready to go to Watchpoint.
As we're going to go in here to... We're going to go into Watchpoint Gibraltar here, as we're going to go into our 4th map. We are match point for Onyx here. If Onyx can pull this out, they will win the series. But if Seoul Cyberpunks can win this, we are going to go to a map 5. And boy, how exciting would that be?
Oh, I'd be very excited.
Yes, yes.
Seems like a little problem in chat has been dealt with. Here we go. I'm hoping for, if I'm being honest, not to show my caster bias here, but I'm hoping for Seoul Cyberpunks to win this map. I want one more game of Overwatch after this.
I would also like one more game, but I mean, may the better team win, I guess. So here we are.
No
Looks like Onyx is going to run the same dive again. So far proving to be very, very useful here, but looking at the side of Seoul Cyberpunks, they seem to be kind of doing something similar.
Oh yeah, very similar. But we have Lexotech on the Widow. Now listen, Lexotech on Widow. He is an insane Widow. But one little problem is sometimes the positioning of Lexotech can get out of place. That's something I have noticed with his play. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, as Yoshi's gonna go down to John Pawn early, and that might be it for that fight entirely. As Onyx is gonna have to back up and wait for him to come back. Because Cade going on a flank here to try to get something done. Maybe Cade trying to go for the spawn camp. Oh no, he's just gonna go up to high ground. Never mind. As Lixotech gonna get dove here and is going to go down to Hidden Dagger, as that's gonna be the Widow down already. I don't know what Onyx is gonna do.
If you're Onyx here, I would switch off the Widowmaker because this dive and yeah, we're gonna switch onto the Sombra. Really smart idea. But can it counter this ball? I know you think it would, but sometimes Sombra doesn't work as quite as you need her to.
Yeah, I completely agree. It looks like Seoul Cyberpunks are going to get a very early first point tap to start things off. Maybe that Widow maybe wasn't the best decision going into this. As we do have the Sombra now, so things should be a little bit better for Onyx here.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, Sora on the Soldier 76. I didn't even realize that. That's interesting. I don't see Soldier much anymore, but
you know what? Let's watch it.
Yeah, Hidden Dagger taking out that Sombra. Nothing you want to see or ball taking out the Sombra.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the opposite of what you want. But here comes the Tactical Visor onto the backliners as Genji is going to go very low, but not going to get finished off, but he's going to get nanoed. Try and go for Sora. Sora's just going to run around in circles. Somebody help me, and here comes the blade. As John Pawn's going to find one. He's going to find two, and that's going to end that fight as Onyx is finally going to find a hold.
Yeah, Sora going to switch on to the McCree here. I really support that team. And we're going to see Transcendence up for Sunscape. And that rally is going to be huge along with the MP.
Lixotech is going to set up for this. And Sora is going to get picked early as the Zen's going to go down. But Lixotech gets flashed out of the EMP. No EMP for you, good sir. I don't care where we are in the world. It is the Wild Wild West here. As Sora is going to get another pick on a Phenomenon. As Lixotech is going to get a pick, though, is still going to go down to Sora again. Sora popping off on the McCree right now as Seoul Cyberpunks trying to get a foothold here just to try and get this past second point. And it looks like they are going to find it as the Ana is going to get staggered late. Nevermind's going to get healed right back up. It's going to stay on the card but Seoul is just having none of that. They're having absolutely none of it. As Ball's going to come on the point to try and contest this. John Pawn's going to get the better of the Tracer 1v1. And the Ball's going to go down as well. Onyx might come back and win this, but here comes the Trans. And the Trans is going to keep everybody nice and healthy as the Rally is going to try its best to match it. But here comes the High Noon. The High Noon's going to get slapped by the Ana. And he's going to get absolutely none of that. Here comes the Ball to come back, but Seoul is still being very dominant. finding 2 more picks, but here comes the minefield. That just might seal the deal. As Sora finding another pick on that phenomenon. I don't know what is happening, but here comes Seoul getting more picks. There goes the Primal Monkey as the ball is trying his absolute best to stay on point here and contest, but it looks like Seoul is going to come out on top and cap second point.
What a fight that was! That woke me up from my daze. I didn't know where I was for a second. Sorry.
I am not gonna lie to you. I am losing my voice.
I'm losing my. Oh man!
As both balls are gonna trade there against the enemy, against their counterparts. As they're trying their absolute hardest. Here comes the pulse bomb, not gonna find anything. Here comes the monkey to try and do something. He's going to get EMP'd though, as everybody is just trying to follow up on that EMP, but Lixotech goes down instead. As Soul and Cade on this, Sora on this McCree is just putting on an absolute show for the audience. But here comes Onyx coming back with a vengeance as they're going to hack that ball, make sure he cannot move at all. And it looks like that's going to be another reset. And finally, Onyx is able to stop Soul.
Yeah, I'm glad they are able to stop Soul because that means more Overwatch, guys. Doesn't anybody love more Overwatch? And we're about to have a spark special on the side for Soul. So that's really cool. And, well, we're not going to see a Spark special done, but look at it go. Here we go.
And here comes the rally, and here comes the minefield to try and disrupt. But they're going to get a pick onto the Sombra instead, and here comes the High Noon. Not going to find anything as they're going to play into LOS. And here comes the rally. The Shatter's only going to find one, but no follow-up. Here comes the Trans to try and do something. And here comes the Mines on the spawn door, and it's just going to make sure no one can touch as Seoul Cyberpunks are going to cap all 3 points with 1:45 remaining.
A minute 45 of the clock. That's a pretty good time here. Let's see if they can hold past that 3rd checkpoint to secure us map 5. That's going to be really entertaining.
We will see. We might be able to see a map 5 here against these 2 teams, but I mean, after this match, even if you win or lose, both of these teams going to get a reputation, a pretty good one at that. It's going to be talked about all over our Discord and all over the news. Overwatch League is even going to comment about it. Seoul Cyberpunks versus Bishkek Onyx. How close of a match this was.
Yes, and our official YouTube is in our bio. Make sure you go subscribe.
Follow. Subscribe.
That.
Something.
Yes. And can somebody post the Discord link in chat and plug it? Thank you very much.
If anybody in chat is not from the Discord, I don't know what you're doing here, but welcome.
Welcome, and we welcome you to our own little family.
Run.
Actually,
Run.
run.
But it looks like Onyx is going to run a Hog here instead of the Winston like they've been running.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go! The attack for Onyx. Really excited to see this one.
Yes, I completely agree. So here comes the Hog, something we haven't seen all game. It might actually really disrupt that ball. Looking for an early hook here. Is struggling to find something. He's going to get flashed EMP, but does get the hook, but he is going to get finished off. John Pond is going to finish off Sora, and Hidden Dagger is going to find a balancing pick, though, on the John Pond, and that just might be it. Here comes the Res. Is going to get it off as the Mercy falls super, super low. Isn't going to get finished off, though, as Zen is just going to sit perfectly on the high ground, as the cart's going to move, though, as no one's going to contest it until right now, as here comes the McCree. He's going to get pressured. He's getting healed, but the Pocket Mercy isn't enough to save him from the Brig, as the ball trying to contest once again, but it looks like out of the midst of everything that just happened, Onyx is going to lose this fight.
Why weren't they uncarded? That's just 3 card progression for Onyx. It's like the hogs are gonna get staggered out to this. But not before taking the zone.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and I'm just gonna take this time to point out that your insight so far has been absolutely spot on, except for your predictions. Those we can talk about in another podcast or another stream, but I've been loving the analysis so far, man. I'd say just keep it up.
Please just give us this podcast. We won't shut up about
it. As here comes Seoul with Cade getting 2 picks in that fight on the back of the mines from Hidden Dagger. I think Hidden Dagger heard me when I was talking about how good Glizzy Goblin is at ball on New Bonnie and just decided to pull it out himself, and I think is getting better of the ball 1v1 currently.
Yeah. And that's shocking because he was getting ball diffed earlier on Oasis.
As here comes the minefield onto the high ground. He's going to force out Trans, but it's not going to save Hidden Dagger from the whole hog. And here comes the copy onto the monkey. He's going to try to get something done. Maybe a primal. He's going to get hacked, so can't use the primal just yet. And going to get EMP'd. As here comes the EMPs, it's going to find 3. And Yoshi being forced to use the primal. Sunscreen gets another pick on the Lixo, but Lixo's going to get immediately rezzed. Here comes the minefield. He's going to get a phenomenon. As Glizzy Goblin going to get another pick on the supports. The supports are just not having a fun time, but in the midst of things, it looks like Onyx is coming back. But as I say that, Cade getting 2 picks on the Glizzy and John Pod, really turning this fight in the favor of Seoul Cyberpunks, and Seoul is gonna hold again. With 45 seconds remaining, what's gonna happen?
We could have 40 seconds until we go to a map 5. Oh my god. Here we go. Last fight of this round, possibly. Strap into your seats, folks. This is gonna be a tight one.
Yes, and Hidden Dagger gonna get hooked, flashbang, and every CC available is just gonna take him down. This could be Onyx's opportunity to strike. As here comes the ball to try and get the brig. Isn't gonna finish off the brig though, as he's gonna stun the ball back, as the ball's gonna fall very low, not gonna finish him off. Oh no, and the Hog's gonna get hacked, as he's gonna finally go down to Cade, as John Pond in the back, and Cade with a pulse bomb on Elixir Tech, and he's gonna get immediately rezzed though as the mines come on the point, but here comes the EMP and the Trans for Seoul, and Hidden Dagger with 2. I don't know what's happening, but it looks like Seoul is gonna come out on top here, with Cade getting another pick on the John Pod. Cade showing who the better DPS is, and Seoul is going to take it and bring us to a map 5.
Oh my god! Map 5, here we go.
Wow, what a player. Cade being so crazy on that Tracer.
It ain't over yet, man. This is insane.
Sunscreen on that Zen though. Sunscreen, all of those Trans to save his life proved a very valuable asset into that win there. As we are going to go to map 5, Nepal. This could go either way. I don't know. Reserve, who do you think is going to come out on top here?
You know my prediction. Seoul Cyberpunk are going to end up taking this thing.
I'm going to have to disagree with you and think that Onyx is going to win this one, but we shall see in a few minutes as we go to a map 5. What a match this has been so far.
Yes, sir.
Seoul and Onyx, what I said at the beginning, just trading blow for blow, map for map, and honestly, it could go either way at this point. Please send us your hype in chat. Tell us who you think is going to win. we are going to go into a map 5 here in 1 moment as soon as the teams give the thumbs up. I forgot to go back to out of game, but that's fine. We're back. It's 2-2. I want to see everyone's hype in chat. I want to know who you guys think is going to win this game, as it is going to be a bloodbath in the Discord after this. By the way, guys, please stick around after the game, as we will be doing a post-game interview with me and Reserve Wolf's player of the match. So stick around for that. But Reserve, on the side of Seoul, since you're predicting Seoul to win, who do you think has been putting on a show so far?
That's hard. It's gonna have to be between the two ball players, Hidden Dagger and Glizzy Goblin. I've been watching these two go at it, for all map.
Yeah, I mean, this ball v ball matchup here is absolutely insane to watch, and I've been having an absolute blast casting it and watching it, and I hope you guys have too, as both teams have given the ready for us to go into our map 5. Who do you think is going to win? Bishkek Onyx versus Seoul Cyberpunks. It is 2-2 going into our final map here in Nepal, as we may see the ball again. Just maybe.
Yeah, I hope to see the ball again. Man, picking a player of the match is going to be hard no matter who.
I completely agree. And make sure for the admins in chat, we are going to do a post-game interview. I don't know if you guys have done that before, but
yeah, we do that every match.
Oh, we do? Oh, perfect.
Yes, it's your type of thing. You are the best duo caster I've ever had in my life.
Wow, I appreciate that.
Lots of fun tonight with Heartless. Lots of fun tonight with you, chat. Really good game. Really good way to start off week 5.
Yeah, I mean, week 5 shaping up to be a really good one, as we might have some more games streamed this week. I'm not sure which ones, but I think Mermaids versus Deep Dish might be one of those soon. But as we go into map 5, please put your hype in chat as we go to map 5. Here we go. Who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be Seoul Cyberpunks, or is it going to be Bishkek Onyx? As the Mercy is going to... I have no idea what just happened, but the Mercy gets caught out early by Sora, and that just might be a reset right out the gate. I don't know what just happened. Do you?
I wasn't even watching. I was like scrolling around on the screen and stuff.
Maybe a misplay by the Farm Mercy here, as the Mercy's going to come back just in time. But Seoul Cyberpunks is going to get that initial cap to start things out here, as Sora going to try to get a pick onto the Ash. Not going to find it, as he's going to take the 1v1. Not going to get anything. As Yoshiro falling very low. Not going to get picked, though. As Hidden Dagger getting some very early charge. Already at 100. Looking for the Sparra, not going to get anything. As here comes the Sparra already with the barrage, is going to get one, but instantly cut down. As here comes the window, as teams are just trading ult for ult. And it looks like Seoul Cyberpunks is going to come out with the win. As Hidden Dagger going to find 2 late picks here to really seal that fight.
My God, I love Hidden Dagger. Every time I watch this play.
Ooh, and it looks like we're going to have a pause here. We even paused the speech of our good friend here, Reserved Wolf. But honestly, guys, this has been an absolute blast to watch. And Estampa coming in with this Shatter, this next fight into Sunscreen's Coalescence. Everybody knows that Shatter can beat Coalescence, I promise you. But it looks like we're going to get back into the game. Not long of a pause, as we're going to get right back into it. Stampa Sora with this shatter. Let's see what he can get with it. As here comes the Cole to start. And we might just get a really early shatter here as East-Tampa's going to fall low and doesn't get the chance to use it. As Coalescence is just going to roll over Onyx.
Yeah, oh no, don't start spawn camping now, guys. Sora!
Sora with 2 there to end that fight. Oh, the absolute disrespect from this man. Sora and Cade proving to be a very good DPS duo. And here comes the shatter. It's not going to find anything. Oh my god, but it's going to return back with 4 as East-Tampa's going to find 2 with the Fire Strike. And finally, Onyx is going to find something. I don't even know what that pin was, but Onyx is going to find something to finally take Seoul Cyberpunks off their high horse and give them a chance to win this.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. Got it to 99% still with this team.
Yes, here comes the early window, and it's going to find the McCree, but Yoshi is going to find a pick and return as, oh my, it is just a trade of pins right now as Onyx is going to get a res, and I think that's going to be it for Seoul as Onyx is going to get another, he's going to get another hold here, but I don't know about that shatter, Reserve.
Me neither. Questionable and unnecessary. Where you see Kate and Rusty have their ults up here.
Yeah, East-Tampa going to have a shatter of his own, and Yoshi not going to be able to counter because he just used it last fight, but to be fair, that Reaper ult could be huge. As here comes the Soldier. The Soldier's going to try something. Here comes the shatter. It's not going to find anything, and here comes the Blossom! And Cade is going to find 5 with the Death Blossom. What a play, and that is going to end the round. Yeah, shrug it off, buddy.
He shrugs it off.
And he shrugs it off like it was nothing.
That is the play of the week so far. I mean, but my God.
Seoul Cyberpunks picking up Cade was your best decision. I'm just gonna be honest. Cade with that 5-man Death Blossom to really seal the deal on that round, and we're one round away from Seoul winning this.
Oh my God. I want to see this go to a round 3.
Of course.
Because it's not the same without a round 3. And we're going to see the Torb come out.
Ooh, Torb. We haven't seen him all game, but it looks like Seoul is gonna go to their bread and butter, that double tank dive with the McCree Briggs Zen Tracer. So let's see how that fares against this Torb here. I haven't seen Torb much, but it could prove very useful, and we shall see though.
Okay, I just want to see a 6K from the Torb.
6K Torb, that would blow my mind.
John, you win player of the match even if you lose.
As here comes John Paul, some very early damage as Gusty's going to get a very early pick on the East. And Lixotech's going to get another pick, but even with that pick, it doesn't look like Onyx is going to be able to do anything, as Winston's almost going to go off the map, falls very low, is going to survive though, as Seoul Cyberpunks are going to get a very early cap here, 5% and counting.
Yeah, let's see what Glizzy Goblin can do here. Let's see if his ball can step up, because we've seen it before and we know it can.
Glizzy Goblin versus Hidden Dagger on that ball 1v1. That might decide this map. But we will see though. As Glizzy Goblin set up behind, no one seems to see him as he's gonna try and get a slam, but gets stunned out of it. Cannot finish off that brig and is going to die to Hidden Dagger. Here comes the minefield to try to even things out, but the res is gonna make this a 6v5. As Onyx is gonna get another pick, but even with Cade getting a pick on Elixotech, it looks like Onyx is going to win this.
Yeah, it does. Let's see if Hidden Dagger can just get some contest point real quick. And it should move them up to at least 49. 48%.
And
huge fight win for the confidence of Onyx. And let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, Sunscreen's gonna try to get a flank angle on the Zen, gonna try to get a 6th orb, not gonna find anything. As the Hog is gonna hook the Tracer and get a massive early pick. As Goblin's gonna punish that Zen out of position. And if I'm Seoul, I reset right now.
I don't know about resetting right now, actually, because you have your whole team with you. So I feel like they.
Oh
no! Look at Hidden Dagger in the back.
And the brig not getting out in time is gonna cost them, and is gonna have to wait for another fight.
Did they not notice Hidden Dagger in the back?
I don't think so. I think Hidden Dagger is just. Oh man, there he goes.
Good call.
Here comes the Winston to come in, and he might get burned down. Is going to Primal, though, just in time to save his life. As here comes the Molten Core as well, and the High Noon, and the High Noon's going to find one. And Glizzy Goblin with a two-man minefield. But I don't know if it's going to be enough, as it is 3-3 right now, as John Pun's going to get 2 kills on point. Here comes the Winston to try and contest here, and 70% and counting for Onyx.
Oh man, so close there, but just nothing good. They really need to get on point sooner, I feel.
Yes, I completely agree. Lixotech getting pocketed in the back. Let's see if he can get anything. The Mercy ends up going down instead, as this might be Soul's opportunity to come in and really win this. As Sora's gonna find 2 picks, even with the pick on the ball, I'm not sure it's gonna be enough. Let's see as Lixotech's gonna find another 2 picks with the Bob, and Onyx might actually win this one and bring us to a round 3. John Pong gonna get a late pick on the Sora, as Hidden Dagger's gonna get another return pick, and here comes the Minefield. I'm not sure if it's gonna find anything. Hidden Dagger's getting 3 so far. I don't know if he's gonna be able to touch again as the Hog's trying to body block, but it just isn't enough. As Soul's trying to come back, is Lixotech getting a headshot on Augusti, and a boop onto Hidden Dagger, and it looks like Onyx is just going to keep this from giving them another breath of life, bringing them to a round 3.
Oh my god. We go to what we wanted. It happened in the first round. It's happening in the second. Can Onyx repeat what they did in the first map and win 2 in a row to finish up the series?
Oh, it could go honestly either way at this point, as we head over to Shrine, as we usually see a lot of Rhine on this map. I'm not sure we'll see the ball, but we'll see, as we got 10 seconds until the final matchup between these two teams.
5, 4,
Oh my god, I'm so nervous, man.
Dude, I'm shaking.
ラウンド3
I'm
Oh,
shaking a
oh.
lot.
確保してください
As here
Also, it's
come
really
the
cold in my room.
Yeah, that could be true. As here comes the teams, as oh no, Cade on the May. This is going to be very troublesome for Onyx, as a big ante is going to come up and Gusty's going to fall low. Finally going to go down, as here comes the May and the pin to save himself from the wall, and Onyx might get an early fight win here, as the ball is just trying to swing around, stagger that Zarya. Zarya's going to fall low, not going to get finished off though, as no one has found kills in forever. And just as I say that, Sunscreen going to get a pick on the Lixotech. Uh-oh, but here comes the Shatter, and it's going to find 3, as East Ampa is going to save this point for Onyx, as they're still trying to finish off these tanks. They can't seem to do it, and finally the Rhine goes down, as Onyx finally going to win that fight with an absolutely massive Shatter from East Tampa.
Man, Hidden Dagger was doing a lot of... Just nothing could come up. Kay gonna switch onto the Reaper here. I really support this decision because of how good their Reaper was. I hope after grab, Hidden Dagger does switch on the ball. Sounds strange, but...
No, I completely agree. I like the ball 1v1 just as much as the next guy, but an Ante is gonna get 5 of them, and that's gonna stall their push a little bit. As here comes the Fire Strike, it's gonna find 1, but here comes the Minefield, and it's not gonna find anything but force a split from Seoul, as Onyx 30% and counting.
36. Man. Your prediction could come exactly right. In
I was
about
just
60
thinking
seconds.
that.
My God.
Lixotech with this high noon. Let's see what he can do with it as he's getting pocketed. Gonna almost find the pick on the McCree, but here comes the high noon and the coalescence from that side. And but East Ampa's gonna find one, so is Lixotech, and that just might be it for this fight. And it looks like, oh no, Seoul, you were doing so well. What are you doing? Oh, and here comes the late grab, and that's gonna find one. It's gonna find two, as Hidden Dagger might put this in the way of Seoul now. As here comes Seoul back with a vengeance, and Kate's gonna go down, but Sunscreen gets another pick onto the Mercy. The Mercy's gonna go down early, which means no res, as Seoul is going to actually win that fight. What a crazy fight there, but it's going to be 91%.
My God. They have the full hold.
Yes,
and
they have
with
to.
the shatter on the side, like, it's just too much on Onyx. I
One
don't
fight
know.
and Onyx
It's
wins
making
this
me really
game.
nervous right now. I want my points for predictions.
Oh, and Sora's
oh,
gonna
you're
get
winning it.
Glizzy just off the bat. That's a very good first pick there, but ball comes back quick. So let's see how far Onyx actually wants to back out of this one, as the ball is already back. As we have a shatter from East Ampa, we know how good his shatters have been this game. He's got another one. Let's see if he'll use it. He gets stunned. Nothing yet. He gets nano. Here comes the shatter. It's going to find only the Reinhardt, but that just might be enough as Glizzy comes back with two. One with the minefield, one with the guns, and Jompon gonna get another pick, but Cade making it even 3-3, but here comes the ante, but here comes the beat to save the team. But Onyx, oh no, Seoul, it is 91% to 60%, and it could go absolutely either way right now, but it looks like Onyx is going to win that fight. Let's see, as Yoshi is just gonna try to get some extra percentage, as somebody's got a touch with 8% remaining, as here comes the grab and the death boss, and the death boss is gonna find Lixotech, and here comes the pin. The pin is gonna find Hidden Dagger, but Cade finds another pick on a phenomenon, as the ball's trying to trade out slam for slam, and I don't know what's going on. As Sunscreen gonna find another pick, absolutely putting on a show as Moira today. You don't see that very often, as it looks like this Reaper might pay out for Seoul. Hidden Dagger gonna get a late pick on the John Pon, as Seoul is gonna take control of this point once again. 70% and counting.
Oh, pushed up a little bit too far here, I think. Gotta back up. Thank God. We're in final fight territory. This is the final fight of the game.
This is it,
Here we
chat.
go. This is it. Get in your seat.
Put your
Hold
hype in
advantage.
chat. Here comes the John Pon switch to the Reaper, getting an early pick. But here comes Lixotech on the high dude. But here comes the mines. It's going to beat. And uh-oh, it looks like Onyx has gotten the hang of things with a very quick fight win, as East is struggling in the back. But oh, the flip comes over for Onyx, and it doesn't look like anyone can touch, but here comes the Winston to prove me wrong. Lucio, the only one on point. No one sees him. Not a single person. They finally spotted him. Just in time for his team to come back. As the ball's just trying to spin around right now as Gusty finally dies. As Sora trying to do something on Tracer. Trying his absolute hardest, but I don't know if he could do it. Let's see what happens. He's forced to rewind as Glizzy gets a pick on the Sunscreen. But here comes another Death Blossom from Cade. It's gonna find one, but the Reaper's gonna find him in return, as both balls just trying to spin, as Onyx is trying its hardest. But here comes the Death Blossom, gonna finish off Hidden Dagger, and that is going to be it! Onyx going to take this series 3-2. What a play! What a match!
Oh, my heart is racing. Oh, I feel so bad for Seoul.
And this is the 5-man that we saw, but it wasn't enough to carry Seoul Cyberpunks to a victory. And that's going to be very unlucky As
All right, I'm giving my MVP right now to Glizzy Goblin. This guy was an absolute menace.
I think
Man, he's Michael Jordan the Resurge. Give it to him. He's super at this point. Holy mother of God.
oh my god, Glizzy Goblin putting on a show on ball today, and I actually completely agree with you on that player of the match. Absolutely showing dominance today as Onyx just barely manages to get that one out. Oh, what a game. Oh my god, what a game. Let's get Glizzy Goblin. Let's get Glizzy Goblin in here for our post-game interview. That was an insanely good game. I'm going to hear about it all the time in the general chat and Discord, and I am completely okay with that. I'm speechless. I'm speechless, Reserve.
I am too.
Yep. Oh, wow. What a game. Probably the best one I've seen in a very long time. I always manage to get the 3-2 ones. Oh. Absolute. Oh, very well deserved from Onyx too. I think Onyx played so well towards the end there. Cade was just running around rampant, and they finally figured out something to stop Cade in his tracks. And it ended up proving very useful for Onyx there.
Oh, well, I guess I'll never find out which one was Glizzy.
What happened?
I'm gonna take a quick guess here. I'm gonna say Cameron was Glizzy.
All right, go
I
ahead.
gotta move him all the way down here. Are you the Glizzy Gobbler?
No.
We need
Which
the
one
Glizzy.
is?
We need the Glizzy Goblin in here, if you would not please. Who is that in the
It's
Discord?
Jack.
Jack.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah, Jack.
Okay. So, okay. JCC? Okay.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Are you the Glizzy Gobbler?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, oh my god, what a match.
What a game, dude. That was sick, man.
What a game. Honestly,
That had my heart pumping until the last second, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
absolutely. I completely agree. Honestly, do you want to know why we picked you as player of the match?
Why is that? Well, I mean, I already know why, but yeah.
Because your ball play today was outstanding. You had your highs, you had your lows, but ultimately you were just on top of that ball 1v1 the whole match, and we really commend you for it. Me and Reserve have a couple quick questions for you, and then you can go ahead and celebrate your victory with Onyx.
thing.
Definitely well deserved.
What was going through your head on that last fight when you heard the enemy Reaper say die, die, die?
Oh, you mean on Village? Well, that was a big ult, but oh wait, do you mean at the end?
Not that old, yeah, like
Yeah,
all
at
the way
the
at the end.
I knew he was gonna do it. I saw him coming in. I saw him wraithing in. So I was calling to my whole team. I was saying, "Reaper's about to ult. Reaper's about to ult." I think we did a good job shutting that down.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
has to be scary though to know that a
Yeah,
Reaper's about to ult
and
and
for a
come back
second I
on.
was like, "Bro, this guy's gonna get a fucking like 5K, and we're all gonna we're gonna lose just off of that." That would have been awful. But no, we clutched it out. That was a good match. Cyberpunk played very well. I mean, there was never a doubt in my mind, but still, they did a good job.
course. I love the confidence, man. Definitely well deserved. My second question for you is, coming into this game, did you guys have any preparation in terms of, did you guys ever like plan around Seoul, like what they were gonna play, what you thought they were gonna play, and what you guys were gonna play to counter in return?
Well, to be honest, Ball Rhine is the meta, so we're mostly just gonna play that. But I watched their VOD against Transit last week and saw they dropped 2 maps. So I was expecting it to be much less difficult, but they played really well, so they did a good job.
Definitely putting expectations out of the water. My last question for you, I don't know if Reserve has another question, but
Well,
after this
Well,
game,
why do you-
after this game, what are you guys gonna do next? Are you guys gonna go scrim again, prepare for your next match? You guys gonna go celebrate, maybe have a beer or two, you know?
Yeah, you can say that. At Bishkek Onyx is always a pretty fun time. We're gonna party. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna roll. Who are we playing next week? Well, LSFC. That is gonna be a good game.
Oh,
That is gonna be fun, dude.
LSFC versus Bishkek Onyx.
That's gonna be big.
I
yeah.
want to cast that match too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, you guys should for sure. That's gonna be a good one to watch.
Spirit, Reserve, do you have anything else for the Glizzy Goblin over here?
Why do you have to make my heart beat that fast? Why? Why you gotta put me through that much pressure?
Yeah, well, good game, guys. That was fun.
Actually, I have one more thing that I just remembered, but what's next for Bishkek? Do you what do you take away from this game?
Obviously.
What do you take away?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably they did give us a run for our money for a second there, and so LSFC is supposed to be the best team in the league right now. I think a lot of people are seeing them number one, so we're gonna prep hard for that game.
Of course. Well, very well deserved win, and congrats on Bishkek Onyx for taking that out. And what a game to cast! What a game to watch! You are free to go, young sir.